Hello my viewers, I am back with another video. Sorry, I'm out of breath because I had to run to the car and get my tripod. But I'm gonna be talking really low today because Aiden's sleeping and I don't want to wake him up, because when I do, holy moly, it's intense. So I know you guys were waiting for this video. I am going to be updating you guys through the beginning of my pregnancy till now. And yesterday I have officially completed 4 months of pregnancy. Holy moly. I honestly didn't think I was going to do a pregnancy announcement, nor did I think I was going to do an update, because to be honest with you, I didn't think I was going to succeed with my pregnancy. I don't even know where to start. I guess I'll just start off when I found out I was pregnant. So, Chummy and I had been planning in getting pregnant. We got off birth control in November, and then bam, December comes around and I'm pregnant. My body was trying to already get rid of the baby because I was cramping, I was hurting, and I didn't officially know I was pregnant until the night of taking the pregnancy test. I had called the ER and I felt kind of stupid because I called, or not the ER, but like the on-call doctors. And I told her, you know what, I think I might be pregnant. Like, am I going through miscarriage? And she's like, honey, please find out if you're pregnant or not and then give us a call back. I was so nervous, but like I felt like I was pregnant. So we did. We went to go take a pregnancy test and we got home and we took it. And I was like, I know I'm pregnant. I know it. And you know, with the pregnancy test, there's 2 of them. So I gave one to Chum and I got one, and I'm like, okay. So we looked at it at the same time and I was like, and then he's like, what? I'm like, what does yours say? Because mine says I'm positive. And he's like, I don't know what mine says, but there's 2 lines. And I was like, yay! We were really excited. I was more scared. I think I was excited at the fact that I was pregnant and I can do something about it versus not knowing if I was pregnant or not, you know? So he was very pumped. We both were very pumped. And sure enough, I didn't go to the ER that night. I went to the ER the night or the day after. And did I mention this might be a very long video? So if you guys haven't ate, go get a snack or something because it's gonna be long. Wait, I don't know if you guys should get a snack or not because it's gonna be a little TMI and there's gonna be blood involved, and I don't want to gross you guys out. I guess you guys can just chew on chicle or something, you know. Anyway, so then that happened and went to the ER and they told me, okay, honey, well, your HTC levels show that you're pregnant. Your urine says that you're pregnant, but your ultrasound does not say there's anything there. So they didn't find anything. The first time they went to do the ultrasound, the sac was there, but there was no baby. So they were like, okay, either you already went through miscarriage and the baby fell, or you're not far along enough to show if you're pregnant or not, or for the baby to develop. Anyway, they had me going in and out the hospital for about a week and a half, every 2 days. And by the 6th day, I was already getting so annoyed and I was in pain. I was tired. I was nauseous, and they didn't find anything. So at this point, they're already telling me like, okay, so chances are you probably had a miscarriage. We're gonna have to give you like medication so you can do like an at-home abortion. And I freaked out. I was like, hold the phone. What do you mean? Like, what do you mean an at-home abortion? She's like, oh, you just take it and it's just gonna happen at home, and you're just gonna basically bleed and discharge the sac. I was freaking out and I was like, I don't want to do that. And I told her, you know what? I'm gonna get a second opinion with my doctor. So like 3 days later, I go to my gynecologist, which is the doctor that gave birth to my son. Or no, he didn't give birth to my son. He was a doctor that was there for my son's delivery. And I go with him, and then yeah. And so finally, thank God, after going for so long, he does an ultrasound and he finds the heartbeat. Okay, I said I wasn't gonna get emotional in this video, but my heart pumped so bad because I was like, finally, like after this whole week and a half of thinking I'm just gonna not have a baby and I'm just going through this crap, you know, I just felt like it was kind of like, how should I say this? Kind of like a, what's the word I'm looking for? Confirmation, basically, you know, that I am pregnant, you know, and he found the heartbeat and everything, and I was good. I was good. The doctor said, you know what? I think you should be good now. I went back to work maybe a week later, maybe 2 weeks later. Mind you, this whole time I'm still bleeding, and it didn't get worse until probably 2 weeks later is when it got real intense. I was bleeding a lot, and I was tired all the time, and I was nauseous and all these like pregnancy symptoms, right? Also, mind you, my nauseousness always came around nighttime. Right after work, it was kind of like a little switch that would go on, and it was like, okay, you're done with work, you're gonna throw up when you get home, you know. And it was always like that. And with Aiden, it wasn't like that. It was Aiden, I remember being pregnant and throwing up in the morning and being fine throughout the day. With this one, it's like I'm fine throughout the day, minus the cramps, minus the bleeding, minus the dizziness, but when I would get home, I would always throw up. Anyways, so where did I leave off? See, I go sidetrack for sure. Anyways, hold on, let me think what I was saying. Okay, well, basically, I was still bleeding and I was still having all these pregnancy symptoms. Recently, about 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, maybe 3 now, I was heavily bleeding to where, mind you, I was still working at the time. Mind you, I am a massage therapist, so I put pressure and stuff. So I was bleeding so bad where if I would sit down, I would feel like the blood would just like go up to my butt crack. I know that's TMI, but it was intense. It was really, really bad. And it was, I was still in pain. Mind you, I had told my doctor too, you know, I'm bleeding a lot. Is that normal? And he's like, oh, it's totally normal, honey. You're going to bleed for the first couple months, weeks maybe. And I was like, okay. So this whole time I'm thinking it's normal. And there was a time where I was in so much pain. And I was like, I'm done. And I remember coming home, showering because I was bleeding. Mind you, I came home from work for my lunch, and I came, showered, and then I took a little breather, you know, and I was just kind of at the point where I was like, God, if this is not for me, just take it, because I can't deal with it. I'm always in pain. Like, if it's meant to be, you're gonna give me the strength to get through it, and you're gonna protect this baby like you would protect any little angel, you know. I go, if it's not for me and I'm not meant to be a mom again, just take him away and I'll be fine with it. I know I'm gonna hurt, but just do what you have to do, basically, you know. I was just really done. I was overwhelmed, and yeah. And so then I go, that was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So the week after, I was 13 weeks. I go to my ultrasound appointment, and they tell me, are you guys ready? I wasn't ready for it. Basically, they tell me, has your doctor told you anything about having twins? I was like, no, like, no, there's no twins involved here. Like, are you looking at the right screen, you know? So she turns around the screen and I see two sacks, the babies and another sack. I see the baby in one, I don't see the sack on the other, or the baby on the other sack. I was like, my heart's like beating, like, am I having twins, you know? She says, you know what? It might just be a blood clot, so let me just get the doctor. So she freaked me out, right? And I'm thinking like, oh, no, like, why are you getting the doctor? Like, this is scary, you know? And she comes back with the doctor and she's like, okay, honey, well, looks like you had a miscarriage. You had two babies. One, maybe he or she wasn't developing well and your body just kind of let it go. And I'm thinking like, okay, is this why I've been in pain? And is this why like I've been hurting and bleeding? And she's like, yeah. She's like, so now what we have to do now is just wait until you have your baby. Maybe you'll give birth twice because of the sac. Or your body will just get rid of it eventually when it gets tired of it or whenever it's ready to do what it has to do. And I was like, okay. Because at this point I was thinking like, I'm carrying two kids, without really one being there. And she was like, usually when it's just a miscarriage, we give you medication. Backtrack to what they were trying to do with the first baby. I guess she did say that maybe the sac wasn't developing or the baby wasn't developing good enough to where it was hiding behind the other one or under the other one. So that's what she told me. She's like, so maybe that's why we didn't detect it until now that the baby's growing and it pushed it out. And it's like, oh, hello, there you are, But yeah, so she said, usually when it's only one, we give you medication, happens, it comes out, and that's it. But in this case, there's still another baby. We can't perform that medication, so basically you're going to have to wait until you deliver or until your body just gets rid of it. Basically all she said. I was so scared, and I'm thinking like, this is a tough pregnancy, and I was freaking out. And I remember telling Chummy didn't go with me that day of the ultrasound. And I remember he picked up Aiden because I had Aiden with me, and he picked him up and he's like, anyways, Chummy knew we were going to have twins and he knew what was going to happen. So 2 days later, literally, I woke up. It was probably 5:30 in the morning, and I felt wet, and I felt kind of like, when you have discharge. I had been having a little discharge too the last couple days, so I was feeling like a little funky. Well, that happened, and I was like, Chummy wakes up to take my suegra to work. So when he came back, I told him, babe, I go, give me a towel. This might be TMI. So, and he's like, a towel? I was like, I think I'm bleeding. Because I couldn't get up. I felt like if I got up, like I was gonna drip. Like it was like, I felt like, when you have to go pee and then you just, if you haven't experienced your water breaking, I don't know what to tell you, but basically it's kind of like when you have to go pee and you hold it and then you go and then you go, shh. Yeah, that's how I felt like it was gonna happen. So I told him, babe, I go, you gotta give me a towel or something because I'm bleeding. So he gives me a towel and I kind of try to tuck it in because I felt like I was really gonna drip. And I go to the restroom, and there I had the bloody show. Seriously, the sock that came out from the toilet, I was kind of scared to flush it down because it was as big as my hand, maybe like this big. And I was thinking like, fuck, was that the baby? I got really scared, and I'm like, is this baby number 1 or is this baby number 2? Like, I was freaking out, and I was still in pain and bleeding, and I was like, fuck. So then I go with him, and then I tell him, I go, I'm gonna go to the doctor tomorrow in the morning because something just happened. And I told him, and he's like, okay. So sure enough, I went to the doctor. They did tell me, okay, that was the sac that was supposed to come out. So yay, you got it. Like, it's done, and you don't have to worry about it. But at the same time, oh, also, and the baby was fine. So I didn't really have to worry about that. Oh, someone got here, and I can't really talk that loud because, hold on. Okay, so the baby was doing fine, but then the doctor told me, okay, I have to lay you off for 2 weeks because you did have a miscarriage and you're probably hurting, you're probably tired, and all this stuff. So he's like, you know what, I'm just gonna take you off. So he took me off for 2 weeks, and I've been off from work. I'm going back next week on Monday. But hold on. Okay, yeah, so basically he laid me off for 2 weeks, and I went to the doctor yesterday. Mind you, I'm O negative, and you know what they didn't give me since the beginning? My Rhogam shot. If you guys don't know how that works, basically if you're O negative and your partner is not the same blood type as you need to get the shot because otherwise your body's going to try to fight the baby, and you're going to waste more energy, and you're going to be feeling like crap and all this stuff. Well, they didn't give it to me, and I mentioned it to them for 2 or 3 times. When the first times I was at the ER, and they kind of really just blew me off, and they said, you know what, honey, we're not supposed to give you that. I think your doctor's supposed to give you that. So when I went to my doctor the first time, it was like a nurse practitioner, and she told me the same thing. She's like, oh, that's not important right now, honey. Let's just make sure the heartbeat's okay and all this stuff. And fucking asses, I was pissed out. I was like, are you kidding me? I've been feeling like shit, and I've been going through shit and hell and all this. Maybe because of this freaking shot that I didn't get that I was supposed to get. I was pissed out. But luckily, you know, on the bright side, they gave me the shot already, and they gave me the shot yesterday, and today I'm feeling like 10,000 times better. I don't know if it's in my head. I don't know if it's really working. I don't know, but I feel very, very good. Hence why I got ready today, because this was not me. This has not been me for the longest time. 4 months to be exact. Like, it's been crap. You've seen on my mukbangs, I'm like on a bun all the time. So anyway, it's been crazy. So yeah, so that's been my history, I guess, the last couple of months. As for cravings, because I haven't felt good, I don't really have a lot of cravings, but I do rather eat cold food like fruit, ice cream, but not like milk ice cream, more like popsicles, salads. If I have a sandwich, it'll be a cold sandwich, which I know I have to avoid because of the deli or the ham and stuff. But I don't know. I really don't like, or I can't really eat like really, really hot food. I mean, I'll eat for the sake of the baby, but it's not my thing right now. Actually, now it's getting better, but at first I hated it. Anything hot me daba asco. Like, if I was gonna have pizza, I had to get pizza and like wait for it to cool down a lot and then eat it, you know. Coke, I'm barely finally getting to like Coke again. I was not a fan of Coke at all. So I was drinking like orange soda, strawberry Fanta, water, or Squirt, or like stuff like that, because I could not drink any dark soda. Yeah, but cravings not too many actually. Chummy has been the one with the cravings. He can eat chocolate all day every day. McDonald's, he's starting to eat McDonald's all day every day. Not really every day, because you know it's just bad, but like the other day he's like, I really want a Big Mac. I'm like, baby, there's food here, like just eat that. He's like, no, I really want a Big Mac. I was like, all right. So we went, but yeah, it's been my update, you guys. It's been intense. It's been tiring. It's been draining. It's been emotionally draining, physically, mentally. It's crazy. Aiden does know he's having a sibling, but he doesn't care right now. He's at the stage where he's like, oh yeah, baby brother, baby sister, but he doesn't care. I think it's because he's not really like, he doesn't really know the concept of it because, you know, he's an only child. But at bed, when we go to bed, sometimes he's like, hello baby brother, hello baby sister. Like, he'll talk to my belly, which is so cute, but that's it. Like, it's not like he prefers a gender. We'll ask him. Sometimes he's a girl, sometimes he wants a boy. So yeah, and then tomorrow actually I'm finding out what I'm having. I haven't found out, but you know, because I wanted, well, I did ask the nurse, but I think because I've been going through so many issues, she kind of just didn't want to tell me. But I honestly think it's a girl. If my mommy instincts or feelings don't go wrong, we're having a girl. Yeah, but I find that out tomorrow. So hopefully the baby's able to tell us, because sometimes, you know how they can't tell if it's what gender it is, but until you're further along, and it's been 4 months already and they haven't told me. So we're excited for sure. What else? Oh, breaking out. Do you guys see this? I've been breaking out so freaking much. Look, and this was not me. Like, I was not the one to break out. Mind you, I have not even used a lot of makeup because I really don't like to get ready right now. But I've still been breaking out like crazy. Clearly it's my hormones, but yeah, so let me see. Am I missing anything? Do you guys hear the dogs? I don't think I am. This is pretty much the end, I guess. If you guys have any questions or you guys want to know anything else, let me know in the comments down below or on my Snapchat. Liz J 21. Liz J. I think it's just Liz J. I can't remember. I'll just have everything in the bottom. That's where I usually update all my other followers who found me there, or who have found me through Instagram. Go through my Instagram, then go through my Snap and stuff. Okay. Anyways, I'm talking too that much, and this video is freaking long. Yeah, guys. I'm so excited to bring you guys with me and this journey, and I'm just excited. We didn't get to do this with Aiden, you know. I was already I didn't start my YouTube till after, or officially start my YouTube until after I had him. So this time around is kind of like a new experience, for sure. But yeah, so I guess now I'll let you guys go. Yeah, I'll see you when I see you. You guys will see me in the next video. Bye.